Hey guys, back in the garage again. Well, I took a few days off. I hope you guys had an awesome weekend. Game plan for today? Not really so much of a game plan. What I'd like to try to get done today, I'm going to try to put the fuel pump in. It's down in there, right over there. That's no good. It's not pumping any fuel. My son's going to stop by. I have some of the brake parts, not all of them, so he's going to do whatever we have. I'm still waiting on, I think, a wheel cylinder for the back, a wheel cylinder for the front. I'm supposed to have it today or tomorrow, I'm not sure, but you never know what my parts guy. You could pop in any minute and say, hey, Al, I got the parts. So hopefully he's going to end up, he'll change these right back in here. On both sides, all the way around, just clean it all up, make it all nice, adjust all the brakes. And while he's doing that, like I say, maybe I'll do the fuel pump, maybe change the plugs, the wires, cap. Just kind of keep moving forward, just keep knocking things off the list that have to get done. I know the brakes, we're not going to be able to finish them today because I had ordered a dual piston master. This one had a single, so we're changing it. We're going to go with a dual. And I had to get that. It's a kit. It comes with two lines, a plug, and like a barrel so you can connect it to. For back in there, because it's only one line coming out of there. Then it goes into a splitter over there for the front and the back. So what we're going to do is now we're going to have a separate one for the front, a separate one for the back. This way, if the front, like right now, if a wheel cylinder goes in the front, the whole thing empties out. With the dual, at least you have like a secondary, like a backup to kind of get you to a stop, I guess, until you can fix it. So, I don't think I'm going to get that until Saturday. So if we get that on Saturday, it's not a big deal. At least we can get everything else done. Another thing, I got to get the front to back. It's supposed to be here Saturday also. I have the fuel. You know what I have? I have the fuel line. So maybe we'll throw the fuel line in. It all depends. We'll see what we're going to get done today. It's not going to be a long day, but I want it to be a day that we can get at least moving forward unlucky. Because believe it or not, as crazy as it sounds, as much as it looks like it needs a ton of work, don't get me wrong, it needs work, but it doesn't need as much work as it looks. These cars go right together. You saw the front end, not even knowing how to do it. It's a pleasure to work on, I have to say. This car really is a pleasure to work on. So, you know me, enough babbling. What do I say? What do you say? I set you guys up over here just to get a look to see what we're going to do with this fuel pump right in there. And we'll keep moving forward. Alrighty, give me a second. Let me set the camera up. Alright, this is what we're looking at. The fuel pump down in there. I think it's going to be easy just to take this, drop it down, and move it out of the way. Just to get it out of our way. Because here's the fuel pump that's going in, the rod that goes in there. The rod's on like a cam loop, like how long that rod is. And I don't know if I'm going to have the room to slide this back with this in the way. It's only a couple bolts. I'm thinking, we'll just take that out and we'll see. We'll just take, we'll play it by ear. Let's see what we can do with it. Here, let me put you up over here. See if I can get you right in there. Take it off and see what we can do. You know what, First, let me disconnect the fuel line and everything from the bottom of the fuel pump. And we'll just work our way up. Alrighty? Hold on one second. Thinking. Well, let's see what we can do. Give me 1 second. It should only take a minute. Or two. That's not good. Oh, that's not good at all. That's terrible. Let me finish. I'll show you what I'm doing. I'll show you what happened. Okay. Let's get you guys over here. Okay. Taking this off. This broke. It's like welded onto the nut there. It's just a compression fitting, so I can get this line. Even if I get this line right here, now I have a template, so I could bend another line right there because on the other end of it, it's on a rubber hose. It's on a 3/8 fuel line, rubber line. So it's a bummer that it bent, and it's a bummer that it snapped. But at least we have a template now, so I could just rebend that. So I'll just get a longer piece, and then I'll just cut it to the length that I need. All right, so we got half of the fuel pump disconnected. We'll take this one off. You know what I use for that? I usually take this, and that's usually the size that you need for this. Yeah. Get this off of here. Got some fuel leaking. Oh man, come on, get off of there. Not that it matters, because we're changing all this anyway. But let's see how much fuel comes out of it. A little bit. All right. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to take this out, get this out of the way. This is the line that I had going into that soda bottle, the water bottle. But yeah, this is gonna have to go, I think, because we won't have the room. I don't think, anyway. And for 3 bolts, let's just take it off instead of fighting with it. I hope I can get you guys in there. I don't know where to put you guys, honestly. Maybe right here. Put you guys over there. Looks so go like a 9/16, everything on this car. That's the one thing. Back in the day, everything was half-inch, 9/16, half-inch, 9/16. I put the whole car together. Let's see if I can get this. All right. I just got to get a short extension. Let's get this out of here. I just think we're going to be in here just fighting with this. You can be like, why don't you just take that off there and get it out of there? And I can't say you're wrong. I think that's really it. I think just these two. This is the adjuster, so I can take the belt off. This side. Just get this one here. I just want to rest it down out of the way. I don't want to. Wait a minute, there's no bolt here. That's fine. Well. I think this is the right way to do it, just to move everything out of the way. Let's do those together. There's a broken fuel line. There's a battery going dead. The flash one. All right, let me show you guys. I just moved the pump out of the way just to get to this. This is a fuel line that broke. Oh, wait a minute. Where's that light coming from? Let me move that light over there. This is what we're working on right here. I moved the pump out of the way so we can get to that right there. It's only two bolts, 9/16 here and another 9/16 right over there. This thing should slide out and then kind of lift up. It's got to be kind of like a Chevrolet. You know, Chevrolet's got the rods, but this thing just runs on a cam lobe. So it's not much different. I might put a little bit of grease on there, I'm not sure. But there should be enough on that cam lobe. But just for now, seeing that the rod that's going to go in there is new, I might put a little bit of grease on there, that's it, just to help it break in. This right here, this is a fuel line that comes up over the, let me get rid of this. It comes up over to here. I can't find any place to put these. That's this right here. And it goes into a rubber line in there. So I could bend this up. It's just a compression fitting. I could bend this up pretty nicely. So let's get it out of the way so we can get to that in there. So give me a second. Let me see if I can try to find a good place to put you guys. All right. There's no place to put you guys. Let's see what this is. Can't get me. Oh, yeah. I like the Ford air cleaners. Look at that. It's a good workbench right there. Look at all the room. That's the old pump right there. It just, after a while, when they sit so long, the diaphragms, they dry up, and then they can't, like, you can, like, backfeed them. Like, I could have poured probably gas back through it to fill it up, to swell it up. But it's just, it's telling you that it's time to go. Could you get a little more time out of it? Yeah. But, now's the time to change it. So let's change it. All right. This is the new one. Let me just get a little sealed gasket on here, just to hold it, really. Hold the gasket onto here, and then I want to put a little bit of grease on this rod right there. And we'll put this right back in again. Give me a second. It just holds it on here for me, so I'm not fighting with it. Let's take a look, make sure this is nice and cleaned up. Let me just clean off the block right there. Oh, the water pump. I want to make sure there's no leaks in there. Love that air cleaner. Let me show you. That's where it's got to go, right in there. So. This is kind of what's in my way. I guess this is the oil pressure, or the oil sending unit right there. It's kind of in my way with the wrench, but we got it. Can you guys see? Let's put a little bit of grease on this rod right here. Just a little bit, just to help it. Because it hasn't started in a long time. Well, I shouldn't say that. We had it running 5 months ago, I'm guessing. Let's see. Let's pump that over there. The pump's still in the way. Oh, no. We're gonna All right, so the Ford's got a new fuel pump in it. Hopefully this one works. We got that. I just got to get the line. I got to bend that new line. I got to get the line, actually. Oh. There. It's just a compression line right there. Goes right into here. I'll leave it out on there so I don't lose it. All right. Let's put this back together before we forget. Okay. Fuel pump's in. I'm gonna change these belts. I'm not liking them, they're kind of old. Let's just get rid of them. And that's about it. Right in there. Real easy to change in this car. I gotta tell you, I'm pretty impressed with how easy these cars are to work on. Well, maybe I'm lucky. I don't know. It's just because this one's so clean. I could imagine working on one that's like needs a full, like some of these cars you get them and they're just so rusted out. That's why I generally don't like to work on these cars for that reason. But this car was, it's like, I keep saying it over and over. I can't get over how solid this car is. So we kind of got this done right over here. What I think I'm going to do is maybe we'll just go around. Maybe I'll see if I get let's see how hard it is to get the plugs. You know, maybe I spoke too soon. Whoa. Whoa. They don't look too hard to do. Right now. Let's see how this side is. Well. We'll get it. So give me a second. I just gotta... Oh, this light's killing me. Oh, boy. Okay. Let me see what we got in that bag of goodies over there. And we're just going to keep plugging away. Anything that we do has to get done. So as far as an order right now, there's no particular order. It's just see a hole, fill a hole, I guess. So give me a second. Let me go see. I know I have the plug somewhere. I know I have the plug wires, the cap, rotor points and everything. I know I have all that stuff. So let's just keep moving forward. All right, here we go. All right, guys. My son just showed up. And so did all the brake parts. Everything. I ordered this stuff yesterday. Front to back line. That kit right there to go from a single master to a double. Here's the rebuild kit for the power steering. Master cylinders in there. A few other parts. So I think we got everything we need to do the brakes. Not that we're going to get it done today, but everything's here. I'm shocked. I just ordered that. So he's starting on this now. Because I got the wheel cylinders. Everything showed up at the door. So my son's going to work on the brakes while he's doing that. Oh, my parts guy, when he dropped off the parts, he grabbed this fitting right here for this line. So if he has that, I'll bend that up today and we'll throw the new fuel line on there. What else? I mean, we're just going to plug away. I just wanted to stop and show you. The parts came in. So we're going to keep moving along. I'm going to leave you over here with my son while he's fighting with these brakes. He's never done the Ford brakes before, but he'll figure it out. All right? Hold on. Hey. All right. While my son's trying to figure out the brakes, I figured let's change the plugs and the wires and things on this. Oh. I'll get you guys right in there now. Okay. Let's get this air cleaner off of here. See what we got to work with. Oh boy. All right. Okay. All right. Make sure nothing goes down in there. Let's pull the plugs out. See if I can keep these in order, because I have no idea what the firing order is on these. But we're gonna get it. Oh, I can't even get to that. All right. It's tight. No way. Wow. No way. No way. This plug was hand tight. It was super loose. A little rich. We'll see. Can't believe that. That was literally hand tight, guys. This one's hand tight because I loosened it. It's the same. So far, so the same. Let's see if we can get to. Oh man.
We don't have new brake shoes, right?
What's that?
We don't have new brake shoes.
Yep, they're right behind you. Oh man. I think we got another loose one. Oh. No. Let's see. I just want to show you what I'm doing. I'm trying to get to that plug right down over there. Look how tight that is. It's doable, but it's tight. I just want to show you what I'm fighting with. Oh. Here we go. Last one. Whew. Two of them are hand tight. I was able to take two of them out without even using a wrench. But the plugs aren't bad. They're really not. A little foul, but that was probably just from the car sitting and just us getting it started like 5 or 6 months ago. So now, we're going to throw the new plugs in. We're going to throw the new wires on. We're just going to keep moving. Alrighty, so give me a second. I just want to go see how my son's making out with these brakes right here. Hold on. Let's see. I'm getting there. Getting there. So give me a second. Let me set you up. I don't know if I'm going to put you back over there or over here. I'm not really sure. Man, maybe over here. We'll finish the plugs. All right, so while I was messing with this, he got this done. He's working on the other side now. Let's see how it looks. That's coming apart. I told him go through all the springs and everything because I don't know if I have the rebuild kit for the spring kit on this here. I don't think I did. So he cleaned up the springs and everything on it. It was good. Changed the cable and wheel cylinders, pads, drum, and everything like that. But he's moving along with that. It's pretty good with it. First time ever doing it. He's like, yeah, it's a little different than the Chevy. He's like, but they're not too bad. I'm like, all right, just finish that off. And everything here is all new. I'm just going to change the pads. This way I don't want any pulling or pushing or whatever, you know, just the cheapest thing there to change, and it's the most valuable, in my opinion, one of the most valuable things to change. So he's going to work on that, and I'm going to work on putting these plugs back in the car. Put these back in. We'll see what happens, okay? So give me a second. You know, I'm going to bring you over to my son while he's working on it. Nah, you know what, we'll stay over here. All right. plugs for this side. Got the plugs for that side. Hopefully this doesn't fight us. Oof. Just want to check them. Usually the gappers are usually right across. They usually come pre-gapped. I just want to make sure nobody dropped the box. Okay. Let's school on this. Huh. Roll 040, perfect. See if we can get him back in the car. Whew. Got it done. All right. All the plugs are in. It was just the opposite of what we did a minute ago. They're all in. I'm just going to change the cap, the wires. I'll change everything. I don't have my gap tool to gap the points, so I'm going to put everything together, and then when I find my gap tool, then I'll pull those points out. I'll swap them really quick, and I'll put the new points in. So that's pretty much just getting there. And I want to change these belts. I want to throw some new belts on the car. So we'll see. We're going to keep plugging away. I wonder how my son's making out. Let's see. He's moving. Alrighty. Give me a second, guys. I'll be right back. Alright, guys. So I told you I don't know Fords. So this is what I'm doing. I'm going to set the cap aside just like this. I'm going to pull a wire, put the new wire on here, and run it down. And I'm just going to go all the way around. Because I don't know what the firing order is on a Ford. So that's how I'm going to do it. Alright, it's going to go wire for wire. Alright. Let's see what we got here. Okay. All right, guys. Plug wires are in. The plugs are in. Cap is on. I'm gonna cut this. They're supposed to run this way through here. One sits in here. They're supposed to run through. One goes to here, and the other one goes down over there. So I'll do that. I'm not going to do that today. This is as far as we're going to go. Because, like I said, I try to keep these videos around, around 40 minutes. And I think this video now has got to be over 40 minutes. Because I know you guys watch these videos, and I can't thank you enough. So I don't want to take too much of your time away. So here's where we are. So I got the brakes done both sides over here. You got the brakes done on this side over here. And we're going to get these done tomorrow. All new wheel cylinders, everything. Brand new brake line front to back. We might be able to get the brakes done on this tomorrow. I wasn't supposed to have this kit until Saturday. And I can't believe it came today, especially today. Today's a holiday. It's Veterans Day. Happy Veterans Day to everybody out there, and thank you so much for your service. And, even my son, too, it's like, I was talking to him today. I can't believe I didn't start the video out with this. Thank you so much for your service, and happy Veterans Day. So, here's where we are today. This is as far as we're going to go. And we got a decent amount done. Game plan for tomorrow? I'd like to get the brakes done tomorrow. I'd like to get the brakes done. I'd like to get the tune-up all done. And there's a few other things. I know that exhaust manifold has a little hole in it, so we're going to have to fix that. And other stuff too. As I go through the car, we're going to go through this whole car. Like, the hanging clamps, We're going to straighten out this whole car. I'm going to get the belts, the alternator belt, the power steering belt. So I'm going to get a hold of my parts guy, maybe tomorrow if you could drop that off. Hopefully we can get the tune-up done. All done tomorrow, and the brakes done. We'll see. We'll just, like I say, it's see a hole, fill a hole, but we kind of have a direction we want to go in. And I thought I had the headliner. Here's another thing. I thought I had the headliner. They didn't ship it out yet. I'm supposed to have it maybe tomorrow. Because I want to get this done. As soon as I get the headliner done, I can set the glass. But in the meantime, I got a new package tray, so we'll change this also. We're just going to keep plugging away on this car and just see a hole, fill a hole. Alrighty? So that's pretty much it. As always, I appreciate you guys watching. And you guys take care of yourselves. And I hope to see you tomorrow.